So this time last week, Team Affinity Season 2 came out, and my original plan was I wanted to go through by each division, debuting every single card within this Team Affinity Season 2. But that plan got derailed a little bit when also this time last week I wasn't feeling well and I missed a couple days of uploads and all that. But I still wanted to do something with Team Affinity Season 2 because there's so many good cards and so many exciting cards that came out. So instead of debuting every single card and going through division by division, we're going to take what I think could be the best card from each division, and we're going to throw them all onto a team, take that team into ranked, and see how these new cards do. So first of all, from the AL East, there's a couple of options. When these first were announced, I was really excited about Lou Gehrig. He's always been one of my favorite cards to use, but honestly, his card, it just kind of underwhelmed me. I don't know what it is about it. It reminds me a lot of when he first came into MLB The Show 2 years ago, and he had like an 87 overall to start. I don't know, it kind of reminds me of that just a little bit better. So I'm not picking that one. The other card I was excited about was this Jimmy Fox, but it also seems kind of underwhelming to me. Because if I was going to use Jimmy Fox, I'd use him behind the dish, but on this version, his fielding goes down to common. He doesn't have much of an arm. I don't even know what his blocking is because you can't see it from here. And I feel like even though his hitting is really good, I don't think it's quite good enough to make up for that. So the card I am going with is this Jordan Groshans, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I've seen a bunch of different ways to pronounce it. But I think this card looks really good, and there's a chance that for the time being I might be using him on my regular ranked team. You've got a shortstop with elite hitting numbers. He's at or above 100 contact versus both sides, and he's still got pretty high power. He's also going to have gold defense and a 92 arm, which is huge at short. And he's still going to have a solid amount of speed there at 70. So this is the card I'm going with for the AL East. For the AL Central, I feel like when these cards were announced, a lot of people would have thought it'd be Garrett Crochet 100%. And I feel like I should say, because I don't think I said this at the beginning, I haven't used any of these guys really online. I've only used a couple of them, a few at-bats or a few innings pitched in the last event that was out, but I haven't even used that many. So most of these guys, I'm just going on what they look like and not like actual experience when I call them the best in the division. And honestly, when I look at this Crochet, obviously he's going to be good. I'm still excited to use him, but I don't know. There's just something about him that I feel like he's not going to be as dominant as people might think he's going to be. Like the two-seam fastball might be my least favorite pitch in the entire game. So to me, Crochet is basically a 3-pitch pitcher, and I feel like as a starter, you know, once you hit that 5, maybe 6 inning mark, it might get kind of repetitive and people might start to be able to time him up. So the card I'm going with, because for me it's really only a 2-card race here between Crochet and Thome, so I'm going Jim Thome. If his contact against lefties was just a little bit higher, you could definitely say this Jim Thome could give David Ortiz a run for his money. I don't think he's quite there just because of that lower contact against lefties, but this is still an insane card. 119, 125 against righties, so you're definitely going to want to face a righty, and you're probably going to destroy that righty with him. Still good against lefties, and his fielding at first base, I mean, you don't need much more than that from a first baseman. Over in the AL West, my choice here might be a little surprising, because you got OSWALT, who honestly looks like a really good card. He's got a good pitch mix here. The only thing that might be a little bit of a drawback is the 79 hits per 9. For this game that I'm about to play, that might not be that much of an issue, because I'm still going to be on All-Star difficulty for this season. But he's going to be really accurate, and like I said already, he's got really good pitches. But I don't know, something about him just doesn't excite me that much. I don't know if he's going to be on my normal ranked roster. I mean, we'll see. Torrey Hunter, I mean, he also looks good, but there's just so many good outfielders right now that, I don't know. He just doesn't strike me as like the best guy to take out of this pack. The guy who does strike me as the best guy to take is this Sam Huff. And the reason is because I feel like at this point in the game, there's still not a whole lot of power hitting catchers. I mean, yeah, you have some, don't get me wrong, but Sam Huff is a 93 overall. He's got over 100 power against both sides with good contact. But it's not that he's just a power hitting catcher. He can also field his position. He's got 80 fielding, but more importantly, a 90 arm, so he's going to be pretty good at throwing runners out. 80 blocking, he's going to keep a lot in front of him. And for a catcher, 56 speed is definitely not a bad thing to have. So that's going to be my choice from the AL West. Now on to the NL East. And if it was up to just me and me looking at these cards, I'd be taking Cliff Lee. Because this card, he does look really good. He's got good pitches. He's the highest overall guy in the entirety of Team Affinity Season 2. But after I've seen some people use this Edward Cabrera and how good he looks like he is, I think I'm going to be starting Edward Cabrera for this game. Now again, on All-Star difficulty, maybe he's not going to be as crazy overpowering with the slower pitch speeds on All-Star, but he still is going to have outlier on that sinker, which a lot of people are going to have trouble with. He's going to have crazy break on the slider and the curveball and the changeup. So that's going to be my choice out of the NL East pack. The NL Central pack, honestly, if we weren't framing it as like, you know, taking one card from each division, I might be taking Quinn Priester here, because I mean, he's also going to have a crazy pitch mix. He throws pretty hard with a lot of break, but we've already got our pitcher, and I think you could also make the argument that Joe Torre could be the card to take from this division. Now, Joe Torre, for me, he seems hit or miss. Like, what was that? MLB 18, everybody hated Joe Torre, because for whatever reason, you could not hit with this guy. But over the last 2 years, he's been a little bit more usable. And I think at this point in the game, especially when you're going to be playing on Hall of Fame or even Legend difficulty, having 125 contact versus both sides might be more important than having elite power. Now, I could be way off on saying that, but having a nice and juicy PCI from those 125 contact numbers, I don't know, they might lead to more hits and more solid contact. So I think, you know, sometimes he's got a tough stance or a tough swing to really get the timing down, but I think if you can, this Joe Torre card has a chance of being like really good. And finally, now that I've already kind of been rambling on for too much, we're on to the NL West, the final division. And this one's pretty easy. We're just going to be taking the highest overall. You could make a similar argument that I did with Torre for Gwynn. For now, this Gwynn, it's not going to be the one we're taking. We're going Dante Bichette. He is an absolutely elite hitter, especially against lefties, but he's really not giving up much against righties. He's not going to be great in the field, but he does have some speed. But yeah, this card's pretty much just a pure hitter, and this would be my choice if I could only take one card from the NL West. So here they all are on my team. We're just going to be filling out the rest of the team with Chipper, Trout, and Soriano. And then obviously pitching, we got Edward Cabrera. I just threw these guys in here because I need to get some energy back. And then I also, just for fun, I threw the 6 guys in the bullpen that you can get from the lower diamond packs from each Team Affinity. Not going to use them all, but that's just going to be who we turn to if we need to take out Cabrera. So yeah, like I mentioned already, we're still going to be on All-Star difficulty, unless I guess we match up higher, but I am at, I think, a 650 rating. Haven't made my push yet for this season. Alright, what are we up against today? The rating window did get high enough to play somebody that would be above a 700. He's got a pretty comparable team. Oh, right away. Okay, I was going to say right away we got a blooper, a late blooper on that sinker, but Tomei couldn't get there. Oh, and then he's early on that slider? That's exactly what I'm hoping for this card to do. Oh, and then way late on that sinker. This might be a fun card. Oh, he bunted on an 0-2 count. I don't think that, even though it was a foul ball, I don't think that counts as a strikeout because we caught the pop-up. And then another late jam swing, getting him flying out to left. If this is on All-Star, this makes me even more excited for this card because he feels unhittable through the first inning. And Joe Torre! And his first swing, second pitch of the game, turns on the Cliff Lee sinker, and we got a 1-0 lead. I bigged up his contact, and the first thing he does is hit a no-doubter. Oh, that was strike 3. I didn't even realize. Bichette, that one's gonna get through. Nice single there. Ooh, Tomei lefty lefty. That's... Oh, it's not getting down. I thought that was. Oh, I just missed that circle change. Sam Huff, I don't know. He feels kind of good at the plate. I know I didn't make a good swing, but I felt confident. Oh my god, look at that. Who else has a curveball that actually gets swings in the dirt like that? And then he's way in front of the slider. I'm just going to throw this a third time in a row. See if you can even hit it. Oh, you fouled it off. Alright. You're not hitting this. Yeah, I was right. He wasn't hitting that. Can we get him on the curve? Can we trust Sam Huff to block it? Yes, and he doesn't need to. 3 strikeout inning. Trout, that one beats the shift there. Alright. Oh, and Soriano. Oh my god. He's taking over a video that's not even about him with that one. Let's see if Edward... Oh, he's going to quit. No, don't do... No, don't. Please. Please don't just immediately quit after I cancel this. Whenever I try to record a video, people always quit. It always happens. Well, even though it kind of goes against the point of this video, and now we're going to have a second guy from the NL Central, I'm gonna play a second game here, and we're gonna give Quinn Priester the start, because I did say he'd probably be the guy I would take from the NL Central team if it wasn't for me just using Edward Cabrera to start this video. Because Quinn Priester, he's got pretty good pitch mix. It's always nice to see the sinker in there, especially when he's going to get it up that fast. Not quite as fast as Cabrera would. But the other cool thing about Quinn Priester for me is he's from around kind of my area. I think he even played against my high school, not when I was still there. But I'm pretty sure my high school actually beat him to go downstate. Not him, he wasn't pitching. If he was pitching, wouldn't have stood a chance. But yeah, we're gonna throw him in a ranked game here, get a second game going. Alright, what are we looking at for game number 2? We're facing Edward Cabrera this time. Alright, not scared at all. Alright, I think this one might be on Hall of Fame, so I am a little scared now, I'll be honest. Okay, this is a lean forward in your chair and don't blink type of game. Oh, please run this out, TORRE, because I actually hit that ball hard. There we go. And it goes as a base hit. Alright, that makes sense. Oh, and I couldn't get around on that sinker. Oh, I just gotta lay off of that. When it's that far inside, come on. Tomei! That's not getting caught. It's gonna hit off that wall. Oh man, get in there. Uh-oh. Oh no! I didn't think he was gonna get me. That was a good throw. Alright, well, maybe threw away an opportunity. We did have 2 outs, but we would have had runners on second and third. But judging by how I tend to play on Hall of Fame difficulty, this is gonna be a pitcher's duel. Oh man. Going from that sinker to the slider is just unfair. And then back to the sinker. Uh-oh. Oh, it's off Trout's glove. Good pitch there, Quinn. Up and away, couldn't catch up to it. Alright, hey, we put together 2 hits in the top of the first. We could definitely get to him. Oh, and they gave him that one. That's a 50-50 call. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Okay, this inning is not going as well. Chipper! Hey! An early swing, but it's a no-doubter. That's huge to get a run already in this one. 431, too. That was not a cheap one. Oh, what a pitch. Right on the edge. There's our 50-50 call. He's making a move to Gary off the bench. Alright. I already forgot who his first starter was. Look, I don't mean to be one of those guys that's going to try and pick you off all the time, but so far in MLB 21, I have taken 1 leadoff. Let's quick throw him out here. I've taken one leadoff off of first base in a ranked game all year. Wasn't even stealing, got picked off. So whenever I see somebody else leading off, all I want to do is pick them off. And we're going to get Gary on that slider. Priester looking pretty good. That's a pretty good swing for Quinn Priester. Man, he almost hit that hard enough to get it past that drawn-in outfield. TORRE, that is why his 125 contact is huge. Late on the sinker, jammed, and he's still able to get a base hit. Oh, I actually waited back on the slider. I just didn't get the best swing on it. Wow. I mean, I know I have 4 hits and I hit a bomb, but man, this Edward Cabrera. Alright, that's 3 strong innings from Priester. But he's pitching good. We might only need to get another run or 2 of support for him. Well, there's how to not get thrown out at second. Just hit it over the wall. Another no-doubt shot to right field, 410 feet that time. If there's one pitch I guess I'm somewhat on, it's that low and away changeup to the lefties. And then we're right back to that. Ooh, okay, okay. He was on that one. Wasn't really expecting that. He's going to be in front of this, yep. Slide step mixed with off speed. If you can somewhat locate the pitch, it's going to get him out in front. That wasn't a good pitch. Let's get there, Dante. Oh no, what are we doing? And why was he just running? How did he know that was going to get down? Oh my god, that is awful. We're going to make this play, right, Dante? Thank you. Alright, so we get out of it with just the 1 run. Probably a run that shouldn't have come around, but, you know, I guess you know what you're getting into when you put a guy like Dante Bichette in the outfield. Oh, 102, that sinker registered. I don't know if I've ever seen a sinker actually get up to the 102 mark. I feel like it usually tops out at 100. Priester, another solid swing for a pitcher. Man, if I could, like, actually square it up with the PCI, he might actually be able to hit. And TORRE, I don't know what's going on out there, but it got caught. So he's not going to have a perfect day at the plate. Finally doesn't get a base hit. And now we know he can hit a little bit off of Priester, so we can't just coast from this point on. Oh, man. To go from the curve that he chased to just frozen on the fastball. Groshans. Oh no. What is with that? Are they playing deep or are they not? Am I the only one who has that happen to them? Like the outfielders look like they're playing deep and you hit a blooper and then all of a sudden they were playing normal depth all along. My god. He can't do anything wrong right now. Oh, good pitch, and we're going to follow that up with the curve. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to do. It's fun when you have somebody who's actually chasing a curve. Hey, I actually hit that sinker to the left side of second base for once. That's improvement. Here comes the sinker again. Yes! And it was not where I thought it was, and that, I will be honest, never should be a home run. Let alone a no-doubter. I'll take it, though. Another weak contact swing off of Quinn Priester. He's got so much energy left that even though he's going to be leading off the next inning, I don't want to take him out because I feel like he can easily finish this. As long as he doesn't start getting hit around, he's finishing this game. 3 pitches up and in just to set this one up. Just for the serotonin boost of getting him chasing. Oh, and he didn't chase. I mean, he chased, but he hit a perfect. It doesn't really... It's an out. It's an out. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, I went from feeling really good about Priester to after the perfect and then that one. I don't know. Alright, this one's got to get in the dirt. We can't leave it anywhere near hittable. And it did get him. There's my swing in the dirt. TORRE, I actually went with the slider for once instead of being way out in front of it. That's like the first ball that I've hit that I actually feel like I deserved. Oh, what am I swinging at there? How did that even entice me? Oh man, yeah. Nothing I'm doing on that if I'm gonna decide to swing. Oh, we got him. I went to the curveball twice in a row just because I wanted it. Oh, good. Change. Can we get him with this one last time? I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm probably gonna go to a closer here for the 9th unless we put up like... Or unless he just quit right here. He might have just turned off or dashboarded or something out of frustration there. Yeah, there he goes. I'll never understand that. You've got 1 inning to go. But I will take the win that gets me up into the 700s. I always seem to struggle with the All-Star to Hall of Fame transition every season. But 3 runs on 7 hits is not bad, even if a lot of those hits maybe weren't super deserved. But at the end of the day, it was 3 no-doubt solo home runs that got the job done. Oh, we got Priester up to parallel 1. Alright, there we go. And I would say I've got a couple of takeaways from that video, like Joe Torre's good, Jim Tome's slow, and Dante Bichette should not be in right field. But I would say the biggest takeaway from that game is, man, do I wish Edward Cabrera was not as easy to get as he is, because everybody's going to have that card and he's going to be very tough to hit. So I mean, hey, if you haven't yet, go and do that MLB's Team Affinity and pick up Edward Cabrera, because he might be in the conversation for the best pitcher in the game right now, and I've only pitched against him 1 time, or yeah, hit against him 1 time. But that's going to be the end of this one for me. Make sure to leave a like on it if you guys enjoyed. Hopefully I'll be having some more ranked seasons, semi-normal team gameplay still coming out even after the No Money Spent series is over. So with that in mind, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, but that's all I've got for this one. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.